Hello everyone, Ryan here. So I recently saw Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle. And yeah, I know, probably late with this one. Actually, I had seen it once before. Not in theaters. I almost saw it in the theaters, but it was sold out at the time. And then later on, my sister rented it for my nephews, and I saw like half of it with them, and I just stopped watching after that. But so I finally was able to watch the whole thing in its entirety, and I mean, I guess it's okay. I mean, I still prefer the original Jumanji movie with Robin Williams. You know, I mean, first off, for me, you know, and I'm sure for a lot of other people, you know, Robin Williams was always, he was a very unique actor. Not just actor, but unique comedian, personality, and he was really good at improvising a lot of stuff. And because I read once a while ago that in pretty much every movie Robin Williams was in, he improvised a lot of his lines. And so yeah, I mean, that definitely showed a lot in his performances. So yeah, that's why, I mean, I guess for me, like, I don't know, I feel like they shouldn't have called this recent Jumanji movie Jumanji at all. I don't know, or it's, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I guess it's kind of cool that, you know, they updated it a little bit, made it into like, they had it like, supposedly the board game, it transforms into a video game, and I thought it was also kind of cool the way it started, in which it kind of picks up where the last movie left off. Begins pretty much in 1996, I believe. And so yeah, I mean, I want to say like 2 or 3 years after the first movie. And like, it shows this teenager named Alex, I think. He's all into video games. His dad finds the Jumanji board game, gives it to him, and he sets it aside because he's not into board games, and the next day he finds that it's transformed into this like cartridge, video game cartridge, and he plays, and that's how he gets sucked in. And then it fast forwards to today. Well, I guess I want to say it's supposed to be 2016 or 2017, and I mean, depending on when they actually like filmed the movie. And there's like 4 kids, and they all end up in detention together. They find the Jumanji video game. They choose their avatars. They get sucked in, and then when they get sucked in, then they look like their avatars. And hence, and that's why, you know, you have The Rock, who's acting like this geeky, awkward teenager, because that's who he really is. That's, you know, that's just, you know, the avatar. And yeah, of course, it's action-packed and funny. I would say, like, maybe there's only like 1 or 2 scenes in this that actually made me laugh. Not really laugh a lot, but just kind of like made me chuckle. I will say I like the actress Karen Gillan, who's in this. Of course, I'm familiar with her because she was in one of the seasons of Doctor Who, which I really liked her in that season, which is also one of my favorite seasons of Doctor Who. But yeah, I really like her in this movie, and also in other movies I've seen her in. Because, you know, she came across as believable. at least, well, I mean, you know, somewhat believable as far as like, you know, for being in this like weird fantasy action movie thing. And but yeah, so I liked her in this, and then also Jack Black. You know, he did a good job at like portraying a teenage girl trapped in the body of a middle-aged man, and so I really don't like Kevin Hart. I don't know. I guess I've never really been a big fan of Kevin Hart to begin with. He just comes off as annoying. For me, he does. It comes off as annoying, just more annoying than funny. And then sometimes, like, it's like he gets so annoying that you just laugh. You laugh not because he's funny. You laugh because it's like so annoying that you don't know how else to respond. And it's making me laugh right now with this. That's just my opinion. So, and then again, The Rock did okay in this. I would say he did a little better in this movie than in San Andreas, so, which is another movie I reviewed. If you want to check that out, I'll provide that link. Overall, I guess I would give it, I don't know, I mean, I guess I would give it 7.5 out of 10. Like 7.5 at the bare minimum. And then, I don't know, possibly I would say could bump up to an 8 out of 10. But that's solely because, again, I liked Karen Gillan's performance in this. And I would say if she wasn't in it, yeah, I would give it a much lower rating. Then also, too, like, I don't like the villain in this one. I mean, the villain just comes off as like a typical villain. He's greedy. He wants some like jewel thing, and they have to get the jewel back and return it to where the bad guy took it from. And that's, I just came off as like really basic to me, like just very, very simple kind of storyline. And yeah, but I mean, you know, obviously it's one of those movies that's meant for kids, so today's generation of kids. So, you know, if nothing else, I guess it's a decent movie to introduce to a new generation of kids, I guess, and hopefully, you know, they catch on to the original movie with Robin Williams. So, and then also the book too, because I remember it being the original movie being based on a book as well. So, yeah. So there you have it. That's my review of Jumanji: Welcome to the Jungle. And that'll do it. Thanks for watching this. Thanks for listening. As always, next time, don't forget, keep it real, keep on rocking, and peace. Hello, everyone. Ryan.